Mr. Kali Kage,
Hello.
how many kisses have you had this year?
The world may never know, because if you guys do, you would look at me differently. I'm innocent though, so I'm gonna say chocolate kisses, like the candies.
Yeah. What did you think I meant?
No, we're talking about the candy. About one.
That's valid.
Yeah.
That's really valid.
Absolutely.
Chocolate. Hey, what's up, guys? It's J Rose here, back again with another video, and it is time for the quote of the day. So, what if you guys locked in this time? What if you actually put in for your dreams, goals, and aspirations? Would you fail a couple of times? Sure. Would you be lackluster at some things? Sure. Would you even be completely terrible at it for the first couple months? I'm sure you will. But damn it, if you put in for everything that you're trying to be in life, maybe, just maybe, you'll be something truly phenomenal. Alright? This video is about gaming. It's about giving a bit of rest. You know, we're in a hard-working culture. We're in a hustle culture right now. But sometimes you need to rest. Shoot, sometimes you get a little bit of sleep. But tell me what games you played in 2025 this year. Alright, guys? Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Shoot, even share it to all the people around you. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys lock in, like I said. And we'll see you for the next one. See ya, sayonara.
No, it doesn't. Start the video now.
Okay, fake myself. Hey guys, it's J Rose here, back again with another video, and today we are talking about games we talked about in 2025. Oh my bad.
Wait,
let me say it the proper.
No.
Let me say it the proper way.
We're actually having fun this episode?
Never.
Wait a second.
All right, we're gonna have fun.
So the name of this episode is "We Played These Games in 2025, so you don't have to." How many games you played this year?
Nah, you know, I'm
Not with women.
Oh, my bad. Okay, not with women. My bad. That's me. Okay, no, that's not me. Wait.
Yo.
No.
I didn't say anything.
Anyways, I'm not. I used to be the biggest gamer in the past, but this year, how many games have I played? I've really been stuck on about 3. So I'm gonna say 3. A good 3 games this year.
Kevin, what about you?
I played confidently 6 games, but if you were asking me, like, I took the time into them, 2.
Yeah.
2.
For me, I played a bunch of games. Actually, I posted a list on Instagram a long time, maybe a week or 2 ago.
Hey, man, everyone was disappointed that I didn't check out much of those games.
First off,
I missed 2 of them out of that 20 game,
Before
30
we get
game
too-
list.
We should post it. We should post a picture of it, of ours.
before we get too deep into it, what are you guys? Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Okay.
I can play what I want because I got all of them.
Yeah, I do too, but PlayStation.
I got all of them too.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Where your game PC at? Where your game PC at?
Where your Xbox?
Hey, I had an Xbox.
Had.
Right?
He had.
Well, I wonder what happened to my Xbox. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to. I wonder what happened to my GameCube.
I wonder what happened to my Wii.
You tell me.
I have an Xbox Series X, a PS5, a Switch. I have a PC. I have, a laptop. What's going on?
I remember in middle school I made like a little rap about what do you call
Xbox being trash?
No, I was like, I got an Xbox, a PlayStation, and a Wii or something. It was.
We're gonna see if some of these older games hold up. Some games might be from last year. Some games might be from way before. But we're gonna see if the old games hold up to the newer ones. And maybe, just maybe, we might watch a trailer for some games at the end.
Again, if you guys come through the TSA line and ever have a fucking Xbox, I'm throwing that shit away. PlayStation Nation. That's why we wear blue.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, hold on. There's actually a genuine question I always had. How can you say the next had the opposite console is trash, but you don't even own it? So how would you know?
Bro, I know how an Xbox.
But you don't own one.
Me personally,
I
I have
own it.
all of them, so I can choose what I want to play with.
I can have a credible opinion.
I can have a credible opinion.
I
on it.
used to be an Xbox person, then I got switched to PlayStation.
You barely
I
play your
know.
PlayStation, so chill out.
You right.
Chill
you
out,
right.
bro.
Xbox is better. I mean, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
W.
whoa,
W.
whoa.
Yeah.
PlayStation is better.
Sir.
Am I perspicating?
Yes.
Anyways.
So may I have the privilege of going first for this video?
Absolutely.
All right, guys. So the first game that I played this year in 2025, that came out this year specifically, is... All right, you gotta get ready. Whoever's editing this, put the cool sound effect. Dun, dun, dun. Poppy's Playtime, Chapter 4.
That's not gonna get a video.
I hate you. But, yeah, initially, this game, I won't even lie. Game wise, it was glitchy. It was extremely glitchy. But I will give the game credit though. It had like the most lore, but it was extremely glitchy. Like it was so bad to where you could literally lock yourself and be stuck in the game.
Wait, so what's like the premise of what do you call it? Poppy Playtime.
So imagine Child's Play, but even bigger.
Child's Play. That's like a Chucky thing.
Yes.
So
correct.
the idea for that game is pretty much we're in a toy factory and the toys are. It's kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's. So, the toys are like haunted by actual people.
Oh,
But they're kids.
Yeah,
So-
but they're kids.
So like, how'd they get the rights to that?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I said it's like Five Nights at
Oh,
Freddy's.
okay.
Yeah.
They started that whole like mascot horror thing.
I
Where
see.
you have like the cool looking horror monster that looks like an actual spotlight toy, but
Yeah.
it's really just a cover up for horror and
Shout out
blood.
to Chuck E. Cheese's.
Yes, sir. Now,
Yeah.
would I recommend playing this game in 2025? Yes. If you love puzzle games. If you don't like puzzle games, don't even bother playing this game. It ain't worth it.
I played this
Yeah.
one scary game last year that was like a straight puzzle. There was no. I thought it was gonna be like a crazy horror game. I forgot what that thing was called. It was like
Tetris.
Tetris?
no,
Tetris with blood?
no. It was a
Tetris 99.
It was one of those free
Five
games.
Nights at
It was one of
Tetris.
those free games on Xbox. It kind of played like a AAA game, but it really didn't have anything in the game besides from like some monsters. But it really wasn't jump
Oh,
scary at
Miss
all.
Pac-Man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up later.
All right, guys. The next game I played this year is, put the sound effect, dun dun dun. Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. That game, I won't even lie to you. If you play that game, you ain't gonna understand the story. You have to look it up. You have to 100% look this game up. It don't make no sense.
Does it follow all the other Five Nights? at
No,
Freddy's?
this is like its own thing.
Damn.
So my biggest issue with the game is it's literally Poppy's Playtime, but with FNAF.
But you mean yes? Wait, what? So Poppy Playtime ripped off of Five Nights at Freddy's, and then Five Nights at Freddy's ripped off of Poppy Playtime.
So the best way to explain that game is like how the normal Five Nights at Freddy's game run. You're sitting in a room,
Yeah.
the monster come after you. That was like the original like plan for it. But as time went on, they did the whole you can walk around and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff, and they just jump scare you like any other game. And slowly as they go on, they kind of like turn into a regular horror game. So this one's kind of like that whole you walk around, you find something, and you walk around and find something else that kind of unveils the story as the time goes on, type of thing.
All right, well,
That's typically how Poppy's Playtime goes too. It's just like you.
and does it like throw you in the game, or does it tell you what to do?
It generally
No, it
tell-
doesn't.
It tells you what your mission is, but you still have like a vague idea.
'Cause,
Of-
like,
And then my other thing is you have to brighten the game up, otherwise you can't see where you're going or anything.
Yeah.
You really have to. You literally have to brighten the game up.
so is that like the appeal of it? Is it supposed to be played?
No,
dark like that?
it's supposed to answer a lot of questions, but it really didn't.
You can play it bright or dark. Honestly, I don't think it was that scary.
Also, Kevin, what do you call it? What's your favorite type of game, like genre wise, and like style? So, for example,
3D platformers.
okay, and
So
That's 'cause-
Minecraft.
No, it's not a platformer.
yeah, it's not a platform.
It's not a platformer.
It could be a platformer.
I mean,
And that's 'cause
have you
that
ever heard of hardcore parkour?
Yes, but
That's not the
okay. Let me tell you
premise of
something.
mine.
I like 3D platformers that have a story to it, like Crash Bandicoot, Sly Cooper, Jack and Dexter, Ratchet and Clank, because I grew up with it. That's why I like those kind of things. All right, guys, and for the last game I played that came out this year, I played the
way.
Outlast Trials update. The Outlast Trials update.
That came out this year.
The update did. It came
Oh.
out this year.
Oh, the
I
update.
won't lie to you. The game is fun with friends. The only issue is it's extremely repetitive and it doesn't really have that many different villains.
I remember being like 15 years old, or maybe 16, playing with Cloven, Outlast,
It was 15. It was 16. Yeah, I was 16.
and what do you call it? I mean, I was just watching him like going throughout the whole thing. He had
Yeah.
me sleeping on his floor.
But no, this one's different though because you could play with friends. That's what made it fun. You played
Oh.
you played the game with
Yeah, you
friends,
have, like, a four-player
and that made it
squad.
really fun. And
Yeah.
with this new update, it added to the lore. The issue is it's really really short.
But you play the whole game.
The
with
new
friends?
update. I'm talking about the update specifically. It added a new mission. The only issue is it's like extremely short. Like it's not even 10 minutes. It's really less.
Yeah. But
I
you
mean-
can play the whole game with friends though, or just the update.
Basically, it's not really. You just go into you just do a mission and come back in.
Oh,
So there's a hub. You go do a mission. You come back in. You do a hub mission. Come back in. That's literally the game, and it's really fun. I ain't gonna lie. It'll
So
get boring
Xenoverse.
after a minute though.
Yeah, it's very repetitive once you get started because all the missions have like the same premise. It's just a monster. There's a main monster, but then there's like a bunch of other side like things that can jump scare you.
yeah.
Or Sort of like getting your way.
So it's really fun in the beginning stages. Like I don't know what to do. I'm not where I'm supposed to go. It's fun. But once you've done it like 3 times, it's like really repetitive. You just run. You can literally run the whole mission, and it gotten that crazy.
So what would you say your order for those are? Like if you were
Top 3?
If you were to like order those, like what do you say this year?
What I play or which ones do I like the best?
The ones you just
Yeah, I
you
know. I'm
just
saying
named.
like you mean like I like
1,
to
2,
play.
3.
1, 2, 3. I probably have to put Outlast Trials #1, and that's just because I like the tribulations and how you can literally increase the difficulty, and the villains are like
You gonna get some hate for that.
The villains are actually scary. I am actually scared of them. Like you're actually scared to run into them. Second one, I have to go with Chapter 4. I have to go with Chapter 4. I'm sorry. I actually like the ending and stuff. But Secret of the Mimic, I gotta put it last. As much as I know a lot of people thought it was good, I just didn't like it that much. It just felt like Poppy playtime.
From what
bro.
I'm seeing, it's 50-50. People, if you either like it or you hate it.
That's what I was like. It's Poppy's playtime, bro. That's all it is. But I liked the game. I didn't hate it. I actually liked the game.
Bro, how they showed Jackie in one part for like 5
Bro,
minutes.
why is he the main thing of the trailer just for him to be there for 5 minutes? What is the point? You might as well not put him there. It's the whole Suicide
But I guess they had to
Squad
put somebody there. To be fair.
The Joker, when they put the Joker in
Yeah,
Suicide
that's
Squad,
exactly
and
what I was
he's
thinking
like-
of. That's exactly what I was thinking
He's
of.
like not even in the freaking game.
All right.
movie.
So, do you guys want to jump to yours that you played this year that came out this year, or do you want me to hit the ones?
I think Keontae should go next.
I mean, what do you call it? An Apple game that came out last year, but they released it on consoles this year. It's Splintered Fate. I freaking love that game. They released it on consoles, and the graphics are a lot better. They added a different character, and what do you call it? Hey, I don't know. I mean, that's like one of the games. I mean,
That game is pretty fun with friends.
It's a rogue.
Did you platinum it?
Yes, I did platinum the game. I did. I got all the trophies. I've been spending like the past few weeks just playing the game, playing again. It's one of those games that's like a roguelike. And for people who don't know what roguelikes are, it's a game where every run is different in a way, like Splunky 2, if you guys know what that game is. What do you call it?
I've never played Splunky.
Oh, well, still, Splunky, if you know what that game is, it's going to be different every single time. So, and if you die, you start over from the beginning and do it again until you get better and better and better. I love it. Another game, what do you call it? Split
You're
Fiction?
running through these really fast. You're running through these really fast.
My bad. Did you have any questions about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate?
So, is the female character his daughter, or?
Oh, Karai?
Yeah. I hated her. She makes the game painful, bro.
She does. She was probably like she's harder than fucking Shredder. And Shredder's the last freaking villain. There's no reason to make her that hard either.
Why'd she do that whole fire thing? Where does that come from?
I don't know, man. Every Turtles, what do you call it? I'm a huge Ninja Turtle fan. I'm just about as big as a Turtle fan as I am a Sonic fan.
Cap.
That's actually the truth. Actually the truth.
That's actually Cap. He didn't like the new movie.
The Ninja Turtle movie?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I did. I thought it was
See?
cool.
I mean, it doesn't mean I'm not a fan.
He's not a fan.
I like the Turtles. I thought it was different.
I think
I
thought Ice Cube did a good
Power
villain.
Rangers is better
Those
than
turtles
Turtles.
look ugly.
I like
especially-
Turtles. But
Ice Cube did a really good job.
Especially
for a villain.
Donatello with his light voice. No shame to the actor, but
the Nickelodeon version was the best one I've seen so far.
what, 2012?
Yeah, that one was
Yeah.
cool. Teenage Mutant
I mean,
Ninja Turtles.
I like
Teenage-
that
It
one.
revamped everything.
Yeah.
I like that one, but I gotta still stick to the 2003.
All right.
But
What is the next awesome game that you played that came out this year?
so if you guys ever heard of A Way Out or what do you call it? It Takes Two, those little games that you actually need.
So wait, are you going down to 2025 one, or are you doing like the old?
It's 2025.
It's 2025. Let me do the intro to the game, man. Let me just do the intro. Fuck!
Why is he
Anyways.
whining, man?
No.
You're a grown man.
I'm
Like,
sorry,
bro,
guys. I'm sorry, guys. That's not gonna be in the video. But then again, I'm not editing this one. It's not. So
It's probably gonna be in the video.
shit. What do you call it? So if you play those games, A Way Out or It Takes Two, the same studio made another game called Split Fiction. Everybody probably knows about Split Fiction because you see it all the time on fucking TikTok or Instagram.
You do?
You do. I mean, maybe not now, but when it was new. I mean, it's new.
I mean,
because
I
came out
enjoyed
this
it.
year.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it is. It's one of those games that you actually need a player to what do you call it? Like a partner to actually play with because you can't play it by yourself. It's to the point where even if you buy it alone on that's right, you don't even need to buy the game. No, I can give you the buddy pass. All you gotta do is just. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
W friendship, guys.
All right, well,
Didn't y'all play that game together?
yeah, you can play it like in couch co-op, or if a person has a PS5 or whatever console you have, you can give them like a buddy pass, kind of like that Fallout 5 thing. where you got the buddy pass to play online with each other. It's kind of like that. So you can only play with me, but it's like it's whatever though.
I mean, that's the only person I'm playing it with. So
But yeah, but basically the premise of the game is that you got these storytellers. The two main characters are authors and whatnot, and they go to this corporation to try and like get their stories published. But in order to tell their stories in a good way, the corporation has this machine that puts you inside of your own story so that you can tell it in the way you want to tell it physically, which is pretty cool. But one of the characters got cold feet and decided they didn't want to do it. But the guy was like, you have to do it anyways. And a big old tussle. And next thing you know, one person got pushed in another person's story. And now they're trying to get out of it. Basically like that. I haven't completed the game yet, so I don't know how it all ends. But that's that type of premise. And I like it, though.
I will say the pig mission is the best one, though. The pig one is definitely the best.
The pig one?
Wait, where you play as pigs.
Oh, and then you get like,
Yeah. Don't tell people that. Don't tell people that.
All
right.
Third one. I can't really say I have a third one, so I'm just gonna say what do you call it? These updates of Fortnite. I ain't gonna lie. Does that count? Does Fortnite count? I'm gonna say I'm a Fortnite fan. I fell off of it for a little bit, but I just started playing it again, and
I literally get on. I look at the skins that I got, and I get off. Before I lost my account.
That is what
the Street Fighter skins are pretty cool. I will say that.
I got on for Trunks, and that was it.
Chun-Li will always be me.
So out of all those three games, which one's the best?
The best, I'm gonna have to say the Ninja Turtle game. I like Split Fiction, but I don't play it enough to actually say that I like it. But the Ninja Turtle game, it actually got me wanting to platinum it. So, I mean, that's gonna be the best to me. I just love roguelikes and stuff like that. That's my second favorite.
Is number 2 Fortnite?
Number 2 has to be Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite, man.
That is wild.
Man, it's ever changing, ever growing, and I will always be on a Fortnite train. I don't care. Better than Apex, better than Call of Duty. I don't care.
Hey, bro, you could kind of pushing it.
Hey, man. I
don't know about Apex.
Hot take. Better than Apex.
Nah, you crap. You tripping.
But
for me, this year, I would start off with Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan. I played all the games up till now. So for me, the last one kind of felt like it pulled back to the first one with a very, I guess baseline gameplay. I kind of liked it, but I felt like it was a little flat. I mean, it kind of pulled into the Valhalla game where the character was from that game, and then he turns out evil from the next one. So from that one to this one felt like a sort of new. I know there's a lot of controversy with that game because they kind of, I guess, spit on a lot of Japanese culture, and also they were saying like the main character should have been Asian, but then I feel like it would have just been what's that other game called? Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't play that. I should play that, but they felt like it would have been just like Ghost of Tsushima because there would have been a similar premise to that game.
Speaking of that, Ghost of Tsushima, fun fact, is actually what do you call it? A revamped version of Sly Cooper. You ever realize that?
For real?
Like it's by the same people, and that's what they moved on to next.
That's cool.
Well, they moved on to Infamous. Then that
Infamous is a great game.
Yeah,
I'd argue it's better.
You can thank Sly Cooper for that.
That's why you have Cole with the Sly Cooper backpack on.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
I did see that. That's cool.
I'd argue it has a way bigger storyline, Infamous. But
you know what? Tell me the story then, if you know.
I'm still going on about Assassin's Creed.
But I'm interested now.
Well, they're biohumans, so they experimented on, and pretty much the premise is the main character. The latest one, the main character gets to choose between good and evil. That's like a newer thing that they do. Second Son. It's kind of mixed opinions on that game too, but it wasn't a bad sequel to the other one. It just was a new. It kind of felt like a 2020 ish version of how real life is. Where people are trying new personality traits and stuff like that. But they have like a new character where he's sort of like a loner type. The main character of the first ones is more like the headstrong guy, kind of like Joel from The Last of Us. He's just like a headstrong, straightforward dude. Masculine, has a presence to him. The new dude is kind of like he's like the loner type.
He's like Cloven.
He kind of has that emo thing going on a little bit. But it is cool. They have some cool powers in that one, but it is very repetitive in a sense that the powers are very similar. They didn't really have a huge scope for those powers. They all feel like when you get a new power, it's better than the last, but it's pretty much the same power. But back to Assassin's Creed. So Assassin's Creed Shadows for me, it does feel a bit more industry. It's definitely smaller than Valhalla, but it's definitely a way huger game than the last one that they just released last year. And they all sort of tie into a storyline. I remember I just watched like a longer form video about how all the games and books and everything fall into place in a different timeline. This one, the girl is supposed to be more of the main character than the dude. The dude was actually a mailman in real life. They're saying he was never really
like
never a samurai.
USPS, like a mailman.
Yeah, like a mail.
Oh wait, isn't
he
this...
literally handed out mail for?
How do you
Wait,
answer the
isn't
wrong
this the
question
game that
like
controversy?
Yeah, I just said that.
It was the one.
I've been said that.
He did.
Yes.
So please, in chronological order, please tell us in excruciating detail about every single
I can
Assassin's
generally
Creed.
tell you the story. I can't tell you every one of them in place exactly. But essentially, the idea is like Assassin's Creed started off really crazy actually. It started off with like their universe's version of Greek gods. They have the same names and everything.
Wow.
It's just that basically the idea is the order is the enemy team. You got the hidden ones, which are the assassins.
Mm-hmm.
The assassins' whole thing is to keep the apples safe, which are like Adam's apples.
Mm.
And
Like Adam's apples or Adam's
like an Adam's apple.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of them. That's why I say apples. For some reason, I don't think there's a limit to how many there are. I don't know what specifically makes them like go for these apples specifically. They probably have some kind of knowledge or secret that haven't been revealed yet, or maybe I haven't been paying attention, but I'm pretty sure I have. So the whole idea is that they're supposed to keep these apples safe from the Order, because the Order is an offshoot of the gods that we're talking about. But as time went on, they're trying to get these apples to unlock some kind of secret or knowledge that hasn't that no one should know about. But the hidden ones' whole idea is that they're trying to kill them. It's kind of like the Robin Hood thing, where they're trying to kill them to get the apples back, so then they can protect them at their hideout. And as normally every game goes, they start off a person that's not a part of it, and as slowly as time goes on, they meet somebody who gets them into the whole hidden ones thing. But they all come from different cultures. So this one's supposed to be the Japanese game. The last one, was somewhere in like the Middle East. The one before that was Vikings. Yeah. So. And they had ones in the UK. They've had one in Spain, France. So it's just like each game tries to pull from a different culture. Mm-hmm. This one, they felt the controversy came from the fact that the male character was a black guy. So black people aren't really a prominent amount of people in Japan, and Japan is also like a sort of mostly one culture place. So they don't really have a lot of mixed races.
So they got upset about that.
They got upset about it and also the guy's not a samurai, because being a samurai is a really big thing in Japan. Okay. So as they honor them, they want to make sure that people actually honor how they was. The guy was a famous person, don't get me wrong, but he was just a mailman, at least in the history of it. He was never a samurai. I mean, I guess they were trying to sort of have a different storyline. They wanted a famous person. They could have just made him a mailman, but he probably wouldn't have been a prominent character. They could have just made the female the main one. There's also a lot of things where you can like sort of break these famous spots, like artifacts. Yeah. So that's also, they feels like a sort of disrespect. Shoot, I think one of the like leaders of Japan was actually talking about the game. So was the president of the time.
Dang, is it that serious?
In America? Yeah, he was talking about the game too. Apparently.
Like how disrespectful it was.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Or how disrespectful, or they laugh at the game because it does things that typically these types of games don't do.
Controversial opinion. It's just a game. Okay.
But their whole thing is they sit there, they go to the country, they try and pull from the culture, they read books about it, they sort of really try and be cultural. Although it's a sort of fiction game, they're trying to pull from real life stories, so they feel as though it's disrespectful to try and pull from a real life and say you're doing all these things perfectly fine, but
Grand Theft Auto 5 takes place in California. However,
what culture?
American culture.
What's American culture?
How about you gonna say like?
Hell if I know.
How about you gonna
Whatever
say
West
like?
is.
Exactly.
How about you gonna say California?
It's a bunch
culture?
of different cultures mixed together, so there's no, it's no real.
But as you can see,
I'm
the
gonna say, like,
Statue of
California
Liberty
culture.
on GTA 4, he can bomb the whole thing. Sorry guys, on the game, and what do you call it?
In GTA.
In GTA,
In GTA
yes.
5.
Not in GTA 5, but GTA 4. But are we? I mean,
You're thinking about it too hard.
are we disrespecting that?
So
Saints Row did the same thing.
in Assassin's Creed, they essentially killed the girl's father. Her thing is getting revenge on the Order, and as time goes on, she learns from the Hidden Ones, joins the Hidden Ones, And the other side of it is if you play the black guy, it's a lot more EA-ish. Like you can pay for microtransactions to get different costumes and all that stuff. You can literally pay for stuff that'll boost you up in the beginning. It'll allow you to attack multiple characters. I forgot exactly which one I got. It was like the flame one or something, but it looked clean as hell, so I got it. And plus, it's just Assassin's Creed. I love that game. So
That's number one. That's number one, right?
that's the first one.
All right. So
Okay, so number 2, we got Doom: The Dark Ages.
Doom.
I've never played a Doom game before. I generally understand the storyline. I believe this is a prequel to the last one. But it's more of like a looter shooter. You're just going around killing demons. You get loot. You get story lore about the demon hierarchy that goes on. The main character is sort of a parallel to the ultimate demon lord, or like the demon god of that game or whatnot. Mm-hmm. But they're doing a prequel, so he hasn't like gotten his Doom Slayer sword yet and all that.
My bad. What would you say your favorite genre game is?
What I say my favorite genre game is? Survival horror.
Okay, survival horror, but any type of style, so RPG or
zombie survival.
Okay.
I'm a big zombie survival fan.
So you're like a Call of Duty type of person.
If I was to say like, yeah, no. I mean, yes and no, not anymore. I used to be like really big into Call of Duty, but that's another game. Hold on, we're gonna talk about that later because that's like a bigger game. But the zombie horror game, I like. I'm really big into DayZ. I like the Walking Dead, the Telltale game. I didn't like the new Walking Dead game they did. I forgot what the name was, but it was really bad. I'm really looking forward to Resident Evil 9.
Is that many already?
Way more than 9.
Yeah, way more than 9. There's actually a lot of games that aren't canon that are in the game. Apparently, the new game is supposed to be about a game that wasn't technically canon at the time, but they made canon. So, Resident Evil. I like The Evil Within. That was another horror game I liked. But I like Project Zomboid. I seen that game. It's like more of a helicopter view game. I really ain't really into too much in those games. Dang, there was a new zombie game that just came out that everybody's been playing that I haven't gotten a chance to touch yet, but I'm gonna eventually get to it. But they're coming out with some pretty decent games this year. But nothing that feels like the Call of Duty or like the next Fortnite or nothing like that feels like that. But they definitely are coming out with some indie or smaller games that sort of have at least a semblance of how I used to feel with the smaller games they used to come out with. But for Doom: The Dark Ages, I like that game. It's sort of like, it feels like a mixture of like Halo and what was the other game? Like Halo and not Final Fantasy. Halo and
I don't know, man.
Damn, you're messing me up. Halo and Devil May Cry. That's what it felt like. A mixture of Halo and Devil May Cry. Because the weapons sort of feel like Halo, the killing demons thing kind of feels like Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry was a big series I liked. I just kind of had a moment where I kind of forgot what I was going with that one. But it felt like a Devil May Cry game with all the killing demons and the different moves and the different it kind of feels like God of War too, I guess, in a sense, because you got the shield and it's a good game. It has a good mixture of things. I don't completely understand the storyline yet, but I enjoyed or I'm enjoying playing that game at the moment. Any questions about that? I had a third game still, but you can go ahead.
No, not at all. It seems like
so
perfectly fine.
As me and Kevin have played Secret of the Mimic together, like I said, I'm a big survival horror or horror fan. that game, because we just played Help Wanted last year, Help Wanted 2, but that game, it don't feel like, it feels like they didn't sprinkle enough of the game. They didn't sprinkle it even, like a lot of the lore, evenly throughout the game. So it felt like near the end you kind of learn a lot of it, and yeah, you kind of have to look it up. I kind of got where they were going with it, but when you look it up, you start to get like a lot of the deeper meaning behind things. Like I was watching a lot of videos where they were explaining like how there was a recent one that was very popular where they said Gregory from Security Breach that came out like 4 years ago. It feels weird not knowing that game came out 4 years ago. Just like how it feels weird like it's been 11 years since the first game. Yeah, it's been 10, 11 years since the first game.
I feel old.
You're old.
But I remember playing the first 4 and beating them all on ultimate difficulty. But no, so yeah, they were saying like Gregory from Security Breach, David from the 4th game. Dave, I guess, or David, is his full name because they're trying to put like biblical British names because I guess William Afton, the big killer of the game, is the big killer. At least the first area of the game was had a kid and a family. And then the new David, or I guess the old David, because it's a way prequel between everything else, is all technically the same person because they're all getting influence from the original kid. That I guess the mimic is, it's the secret of the mimic. So the mimic is like a AI catastrophe that they kind of keep under locks and keys because they're trying to get the technology from it for all the other new stuff that they have. That they got from this sort of DSX character and a sort of like lore bending character that they brought into the new games. It seems like he's sort of created everything, or not necessarily, but he sort of had a hand in everything. It's kind of weird how the characters haven't heard about him till now, but I guess that comes with time when he's evolving the story over time. It was a good game. I'd say it was kind of, I'm sorry to say it was kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie, and that's just say it's a scary game, but at the end of the day, I guess the scares didn't get me. I used to be scared of it. Honestly, I'd say probably the older games scare me a lot more than the newer ones do, if they do catch me. Because honestly, yeah, you're used to the scares at this point. Yeah, I'm damn near 25, so it's kind of crazy to say. But yeah, the game scared don't scare me. I don't know if it's just not loud enough or like the characters they got weren't scary, but it feels like they're flopping around all that stuff. Because you used to not be able to move, mind you. The game you were sitting in a chair. And the characters came at you, but now you're moving to the characters, and they're running after you like a typical slasher game. So it was fun, though. The puzzles were fun, I guess, but that's about it for me for the game. The lore was really good. I feel like they definitely answered a lot more questions than they made, like unlike the other games. So I don't. We'll see where they go. I guess with whatever game, or Help Wanted 3 or Security Breach 2, we have no clue. Yeah, I think that's about it for my new world.
So for your top 3,
what
would you say?
If I was to do my top 3,
Whoa.
I'd say Assassin's Creed Shadows is my number 1.
Okay.
Number 2 would be
pretty much in order.
Pretty much in order.
Yeah, he bagged on that last game.
Wait. Which ones would you replay? Like from 1 to 3? Would you actually replay the game?
Assassin's Creed.
He loves Assassin's Creed.
Is it in the same order? You replay the games like you?
I mean, so it would have to be Secret of the Mimic for the second one because I guess to an extent Doom doesn't have as much replayability because Secret of the Mimic it has multiple endings, so you can kind of replay it to get those multiple endings if you feel like doing that. One of them you literally have to replay the game to get the ending because the idea is that in one of the endings, the character dies, like all the other characters. They explain that a bunch of people go in the room, the character dies. Spoiler warning or whatever. Probably gonna put that ahead of this whole part. But the character dies typically, like all the other characters have been doing before the person that you're playing as. And then for another ending, they kind of solve the whole mimic thing, and then for the last one, I'm gonna leave that in the wraps. But that's the canon ending because it has to be. Otherwise, the security breach makes no sense. So
Yes, it does.
that would be my order. So Assassin's Creed, FNAF, and then I guess Doom because Doom is like my newest gameplay.
Mr. Kelly Cog, out of all the games we said so far, which one would you be interested in playing?
None of them. But let's see.
Replaying?
Wait, out of all of us,
Which has the most replayability?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was never into like the horror genre because
No, I'm not talking about. You talking about the ones I named or the one he?
In general, like all around,
in general.
basically.
I'm going.
Since he said he's played the least, I'm like, which one sounds the most interesting out of every game we mentioned?
Like I said, I'm not interested in the horror genre, so none of Justin's games would probably have. Well, except for I'm not even interested in Assassin's Creed. The only thing that would make me interested in Assassin's Creed is the fact that what do you call it? One of those things. I think Ezio is played by the voice actor of Sonic, so I would probably have played that by default. Yeah, that's the only reason. Okay, whatever, cool.
He's gonna play the typical Brotherhood storyline. It's okay. I love that game. Those games too.
But Clove, I'm not bad.
Typical
Kevin,
industry player.
the games that you've named. Go over them again. Not over the games, just say the name.
Chapter 4, Secret of the Mimic, or Outlast Trials?
Yeah, okay, none of that. So I'm sorry.
But you like Outlast Trials?
No.
Yes, you do. You like playing with friends.
No. Yeah, I mean, I like playing with friends, but I'm just not a big fan of the. Yeah, that's true. I'm not a big horror genre fan. I'm not scared of it. That's the reason. It just don't affect me. So it's kind of like, I'd be playing.
He'll say that until he gets the VR headset on.
Yeah,
no. If it was, I'm not gonna lie. If it was VR headset, that'll probably scare the fuck out of me.
Outlast Trials can be in VR
because you can't run from it. You can't run. From it. You can't.
He
blink
says
your
this
eyes.
now, but if we play Trials together, he's gonna be like, I don't want to go. He ain't gonna go first.
I feel like if we got him on Five Nights at Freddy's, he'd probably be scared.
He ain't gonna play Help Wanted 2.
Look,
He's not gonna want to play that. He's gonna be like, bro, I don't want to do this.
Hey man, let's not talk about.
Let's
not talk about when we watch horror movies. And y'all be like,
let's not talk about.
Hey, man.
nah, bro. Justin B.
Oh yeah, you be knocked out. Yo, you be the this is not even related to games, but you be the main person. Let's go watch the movie, and we look over at you. You just. Yo,
Hey, bro, I will admit, I'm like this the whole time. I'll tell you
I'm
that.
sorry, the movie's just not scary.
I'll be honest. I'll be like this the entire
It'll
time.
come to a messed up moment in the movie, and I'll be laughing.
he's just not scared. I'll be asleep because I'm bored, and then Kevin will be.
Nah, my dad drilled horror stuff in my head when I was younger, so I got out of all my fear.
All right, guys. Now let's talk about the games that we replayed this year.
Well, I would say replayed, but the games I played this year that I didn't get to play.
Oh yeah, I replayed all these.
To answer that last question, though, I'm gonna have to say Ninja Turtles, but still, sorry. Yeah, I didn't answer the last question. I just cool. But who wants to go first for the replayable? Replayable.
I'm about to go back in order.
All right,
guys. For the first game I played this year that came out like a while back, well, a couple months back, I played Silent Hill 2: The Remake. Now, that game originally came out in 2001. And apparently, it did really, really well.
Dang, it's that old?
Yeah, it was that old. And people were begging for a remake. And they made the remake. And I won't even lie to you. It's actually scary. I'm actually, uncomfortable the entire game. Because I play it by myself, in the dark, without the lights.
With surround sound headphones on? Or just coming through?
Of course. That's what makes the game fun.
All right.
But the only crazy part, I watched somebody, like for tips, they were like, hey man, I'm be honest with you. There's no point of killing those. I don't know what they're called. Honestly, I think they're called
monsters.
Sack skins. They're like the ones that just walk around. They literally just walk around the city. They're just sack skins. They just follow you. They don't give you anything. If you kill them, you don't get anything.
Don't kill that sack.
So they encourage you. Like literally, they're like, hey brother, there's no point in fighting. If you can evade them, just evade them. You can fight them, but there's no point. You don't gain anything from fighting them.
Are there other monsters called foreskins too?
No, there's Pyramid Head. There's the nurses.
Oh yeah, what were the little straps on the Joy-Cons called for the Nintendo Switch?
Yeah,
strap-ons.
You have to road it. But no, honestly, that game's pretty good. There's a new one coming out this year called Silent Hill F, and I'm definitely gonna play that because this game actually makes me uncomfortable the entire time I'm playing it. The entire time I'm playing it.
What does F stand for? Though?
I have no idea. The game's not out yet. I'll let you know when the game comes out in September.
Skin, I'm calling it.
That's disrespectful.
All right, yeah.
That's disrespectful.
All right,
we're
guys.
not gonna get a sponsor because of you.
Yeah, because of you specifically. All right, guys. The next game that I played, I replayed Batman: Arkham City.
Okay.
The technically the best Batman game they've done. Personally, I like Arkham Origins better. But
I like it too.
I replayed City. It was pretty fun. I ain't gonna lie to you. The combat is still as smooth as ever. The skins are but it was 2011, so I'm not gonna judge it. It's 2011. But the game was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. the Riddler trophies. I'm not doing that again. Fuck that. I'm not doing that again. But the game was fun overall. Would I replay it again? I probably will do it one more time. If they remaster it again, I probably will do it. But yeah, overall 10 out of 10 game. Mr. Ross Reed thinks it's a great game too, and Mr. Gilliard's never played the game.
Well,
Yeah.
have you seen those games when they played on PC and like max graphics?
Yeah, it's wild.
Like they used to like I used to watch it and I'd be like, damn, like it's like when you play these older games and you max them out because it's not as graphically intense as it used to be back in the day. Like the game will look like amazingly different than what it looks like when you play it on Xbox or PlayStation because they locked the settings in.
And when they add the little like ray tracing thing,
Yeah.
it'd be
Oh.
like,
Have you seen Minecraft?
Yeah, Minecraft would be
Jesus.
wild.
Bro, I'm about to
But no, I will say though, they put a lot of effort into the Silent Hill 2 remake because you have like 10 different options for the captions.
So it's like Resident Evil where they remake it and it looks like hella better.
Resident Evil is more action based. This one's more survival based. But what I like about it is, like, for example, the captions, literally, they're like, hey, do you want them big, small? What kind of font style you want? What color do you want? When somebody speaks, do you want them to flash that name? Do you want it in the middle, left, right? Do you want it in this style? I was like, damn, bro, you got like 10 different options just for the font alone. My bad, the captions, I'm sorry. The captions alone have 10 different options. And I won't even lie to you. I was like, you know what? Let me just leave. I'm at the beginning of the game. Let me just leave.
I have to have a controversial opinion. The Japanese games are better than the American ones.
Well, that's the next one is going to be Japanese.
like in general.
The ones that are made by Japanese people are better.
Oh, well,
Like most of them
Silent Hill F is going
Think
to be...
about it. Now, really think about the games you play, and most of them are made.
Most of them,
Are made. Most of the ones you like the most are probably made
Like
by
Mario,
Japan.
I didn't know that Mario was Japanese.
I'm telling you,
That's crazy.
most of the best games are made by Japanese people.
Yeah, right. But nah, it's crazy because Silent Hill F is going to take place in Japan.
Well,
That's
Mario
gonna be
itself
cool.
isn't
Did you-
Japanese.
That's going to be cool.
Did you hear the whole controversial thing where like they don't want a Japanese game to win Game of the Year because they want all the American ones to win? They did that. They did that to one of the games I was gonna name, but
I wouldn't be surprised
Hey.
because they do have a lot of cool games. I'm not going to say it.
My 3 games are gonna be all American, but I still
And
like
then-
the Japanese game.
But yeah, I won't lie though. They put
for the
Oh.
old ones.
they had like 20 options for like people who are colorblind.
Really?
They had like 20 different options, like
So
if you're
if you're
colorblind,
so
like
if
how
you're
bright you
colorblind,
want
hey.
it, what font color, and do you want it inverted? I was like, yo, brother. They took the time, man. They took a crazy amount of time in this game, which shocked
Is
me.
there a dog mode setting? So if your dog decides to play the game too?
Yeah, actually, you could set it to those colors.
Crazy.
I know, right? That's what I said. I was like, what the? I'm like, bro, I'm not even gonna mess with most of these.
Damn.
Yeah, like I said, it's not. I'm not gonna say like, oh, it's the greatest game of all time, but I will say this is a remaster they put love into.
Is there a chimpanzee setting?
So-
So when they take it to that ape testing facility, they can just like
Is
play
this
the
your?
game?
This is still your first one, right?
Oh no, I'm talking about Arkham City, but I just remember some things.
That's
Silent Hill
Arkham City?
No, Arkham City. They remastered it, but they just ported it over. But that game's great in general. Hey, you don't have to do anything to it.
Okay.
It was
I might
great.
say some games are timeless, man. I would say like some games like stay 10 out of 10 no matter how time goes by.
Yeah.
'Cause the story is just really good.
Because like when Gotham Knights came out, Gotham Knights had way better graphics. But when I
Would you
played
play
it,
the new one?
yeah, the new one, I bought it.
The VR
It,
one?
it was extremely wonky, bro. Like when I was fighting, it felt wonky, and then I was like, let me play Arkham City again. I played Arkham City, flawless. And I was like, that explains it. Okay. But all right, let me get to my final one. I'm gonna let you guys get to it.
All right.
My most controversial one that I don't care what anyone says. I love this game. I don't care. I don't care how bad it is. It is bad. Is Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh,
I actually loved Mortal Kombat 1.
I think it's bad.
Let me change that. I loved everything story mode wise
Yeah, okay.
and graphics. I loved it
With the-
because my biggest issue with the originals was, hey man, people like Baraka, Reptile, they don't get no shine, bro. They just get the ass beat in the story. That's the
I
end
used
of
to
it.
love to play. I used to play Aaron Black and Baraka.
That is,
Oh,
I used to like, bro. They ain't got no development. And then this one, they have a lot of development.
I'm
Like
a
in this
Jazz
one,
guy.
Baraka was a millionaire.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was rich. He was a successful
Why don't
merchant.
people like the game?
Barack
Huh?
Obama.
Why
What?
don't people like the game?
Replayability online is wonky, and the fighting is just eh.
I don't like. The
It's
fighting.
really just eh. And then the new DLC was trash.
It
That
feels
thing
like
was
the
bad.
fighting is just.
Yeah, you're right. But the story,
But I thought they were trying to go with like more of a Street Fighter. My bad. What was it? What's the game you
Soul
like? playing?
Calibur?
Soul Calibur.
Nah,
Is
they
it
ain't.
Nah,
They
not
didn't.
like,
it ain't
is that
like
not how
that.
they be playing? Like
No.
with 1, 2, 3, and it's
Nah,
like
you can't even like you can't even go around each other with.
No.
I'm not saying it's a bad game the same way. I'm saying
it's
like
pretty bad.
Isn't like the similar like 1, 2, 3. You know, you have to do each move individually.
Nah, Soul Calibur. Have you seen the combos you could do on Soul
Yeah,
Calibur?
no.
When
I
you're
ain't gonna lie.
good, when you're
But-
good.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, I think the only other issue with the game is they went backwards. Mortal Kombat 11, you could pick your different moves and put them into one setting. This one, you can't do that. But I like that personally because, you know, I can do every move
So it's
now.
like Black Ops 2 where they came up with the whole pick 10 system in Black Ops 2.
Yeah, and then once the next one came out, they took it all away.
Yeah.
I didn't mind that, though, because I'm like, you know what, bro? I can't do all my moves anyway. But I did like how they changed the story up. But a lot of people hated it. I ain't gonna lie. I like it story mode.
I just think people don't like the multiverse thing.
Yeah, I think the multiverse
I
is
think
stupid.
I think we're getting oversaturated with that whole multiverse thing. There's
Yeah.
a game I'm gonna mention it also.
Yeah, like the whole time travel thing. I'm not against it, but when they were like, "Hey, bro, there's different dimensions," and I'm like, "We broke time," I'm like, "I guess that's cool. I guess." I did like the ending though. The ending was fire. That was different. That was way different than what I'm used to. But I will say though, NetherRealm Studios does games like story mode, best out of everything. Story mode,
So-
and they did Injustice too.
So, okay. So would you say, what would you say is the game that still holds up to today?
As of right now,
Yeah,
All of them.
let the most. Like if it came out today, would it hold up? If it was new graphics, and
New
nobody
graphics?
know about it.
personally,
Okay.
and it's arguable. I will say it's 100% arguable. It's between I think Arkham City, but that's because I just started playing Silent Hill 2. But Silent Hill 2 got a remake 24 years later. So you know what I mean? It's arguable
Yeah.
which one is better, but they're both amazing. Mortal Kombat 1, Let's do better next time, guys. That's all I'm saying. Let's do better next time, guys. It's just the replayability is so bad. Like, let me put you in perspective.
So it's Dragon Ball Z.
I don't give a fuck. I like Sparking Zero, bro.
Nah,
Sparking
nah.
Zero
I-
story. No. Hold on. Let me finish. See, look. The reason I enjoyed Sparking Zero is because it did something different. It said, "All right, guys, let's see what happens if." Piccolo doesn't help Goku. Let's see what happens if
Yo, but
Goku
that's-
is Super Saiyan on Earth.
I don't think that's
That's
I don't
just
think that's
Xenoverse.
I don't think that's the problem with the game though. Nobody said that was the problem. I think the problem is just the gameplay is boring.
I just think it's overhyped. That's what it was.
It's too I think a lot of these games, and this is the issue. A lot of these newer games are a little too industry. Like he was saying, Mortal Kombat 1. I feel like Mortal Kombat 1 got a little too industry. It didn't feel as down to earth like the other ones do.
Yeah.
Like with
Freaking Soul Calibur.
like with I would say like Black Ops is a little more industry now.
Yeah, I know
Assassin's Creed, like I was saying, it's a bit more industry now. It doesn't feel as story driven as they used to, but they're trying to get those TikTok brains now. They're not trying to like deepen the story too much to where nobody can understand because what is it, 25% of people can only read at a 5th grade level. So they're trying to
It's kind of depressing.
they're trying to sharpen the game to where people can just play it and not have to think about 20 years of history.
That's why roguelike is gonna become like the biggest thing.
So FNAF, 20 years of history gone by. I mean, damn near probably 50 years of history has gone by, but people don't want to watch a 24-hour. I've seen a 24-hour video of just straight lore. And, it's like people don't want to go back and look at that to find out what's happening today. They want to feel like the game is fresh and new. That's what they tried to do with the last Assassin's Creed, to make it feel like the old one, because people don't want to go back and play a game that looks like it came off the PS1.
Did it do it? Did it do what it's supposed to, or no?
It was I'm gonna be honest. It was a mid game because it's like I wouldn't say it's like Dragon Ball, but it's like Dragon Ball where if you look at
Tenkaichi 3?
No. It's not another Dragon Ball thing. But if you look at like the newer like Jujutsu Kaisen or like the newer anime, of course they have a lot less slideshows. Because like I've seen some anime that have slideshows in them still to this day. But like if you look at a lot of the industry anime, they got a lot of slideshows in those animes from back in the day, like Dragon Ball, One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, the big three.
Naruto got the biggest slideshows.
Yeah, they got slideshows where literally it looks like the screen is sliding up. I was just showing him we were just looking at GT, like when Goku turned Super Saiyan 4 to kind of compare it to the new stuff, and it's like the slideshow thing. So like, yeah, although the new games right now look a lot better, their story has dipped in quality, just like anime. It used to be a lot better story, a lot deeper story, but it's dipped in quality now because they're trying to get that TikTok brain that Instagram Reels had, that YouTube Shorts had, and pull on that.
I think Mortal Kombat's biggest thing was they focused heavily on the story, and they just kind of said, I don't care about anything else.
No, whenever
that's what Dragon Ball Z
like interactive Mortal Kombat, I always just I'm on YouTube and I never played a game or something. I'll just watch the cutscenes of the story.
Yeah, because I say they were good, but the rest of the for example,
I did that for Mortal Kombat 9.
It's replayability. Literally, all you're doing is playing Monopoly, and you do the same 3 fights over and over.
By the way, we're not playing Monopoly.
Why can't they make a good Mortal Kombat movie?
Mortal Kombat 1989. I think it was 89. Quote me if I'm wrong. Or 94. 94 or 89. That was the best one. That was the great. That was the
But
great
I'm saying
one.
why can't? So they're making video game movies today. I feel like they could make a video game movie out of every game we just talked about.
They made a Mortal Kombat new.
They started with
it was terrible.
They started with Five Nights at Freddy's. That's a newer one.
Amazing movie. Best movie of all time.
It's a good movie. I would say there's a lot of cinematography that I felt like should have been done, just for the strict fact that it would have kind of lined up with the game's look of it. Like a lot of times the kids were supposed to be in it, they weren't. And it felt like, and there was one scene that I saw. I don't know if anybody noticed this, but when the fox was on the ground, Foxy, he was on the ground, because I seen the little machines that they were doing when they were teasing the movie. The machine's supposed to be in his back, but when he was laying down, the character was actually off, so he was just laying there, but nobody noticed it because his eyes were dimmed, because they're usually on, they're on bright red or yellow, so he's just sitting on the ground like this, and he's dead, but nobody noticed it because it was funny. I pointed out I think Kevin, when it was watching the movie, I was like, damn, nobody noticed that the character's off. Like, if I show you the machine, it's gonna make sense.
I think the best video game adaptation, obviously, is gonna be
the Super Mario movie.
No. So, I mean, by statistic and by actual fact, Sonic the Hedgehog is leading it. I mean, hey.
But you never seen a Minecraft movie.
Yeah, no, you're gonna forget about that.
They're not failures. I won't say that. We're not saying they're failures, but we're saying in terms of popularity, I would say Sonic is the most story. It has the most complete feeling movie.
Yeah.
The pacing is good to me. The third one did feel like the second one. It literally felt like a copy and paste to me personally. I ain't gonna lie. They kind of copy and paste the story, the pacing of that movie, where it's start off kind of slow. You get faster and faster and faster. Not to be a pun, and then they just kind of they have the big fight scene where he transforms. It did feel like the exact same movie in that sense.
Actually, I will say though, for the new Mortal Kombat movie, if you don't know anything, you can enjoy it. But if you know everything like I do, you can't enjoy the movie. I'm sorry, you just can't.
Yeah, I like looking up the stories of these games because they're a lot deeper than you might think. Just like anime, you look at the story, you look at the reviews or the deeper philosophy on the anime or the video game, and it's a lot deeper than you might have thought.
Just the darker side of the thing, like Mario, for example. You think Mario's all nice and innocent, but then you realize you look inside the instruction manual and you see that every single block that Mario breaks is a toad. Ain't that crazy?
Wait, what? Why is it a toad? How is it a toad?
Isn't that
Bowser trapped him inside the block?
Isn't that the whole villain thing where if you look at any storyline from the other side, it feels like the main character is always the villain. If you look at it from their other perspective.
That's why people would say evil is not relative, but by perspective, right?
You're always the villain in somebody else's story.
What's really good?
Yeah,
really
you could argue a lot of the some characters have some villainous nature because they just use other characters, but you just don't notice it because they don't really explain it. He kills toads to make blocks. They don't say that in every movie. They don't show that in every show. They don't show that in every and they don't show you those types of factors and everything.
All right, guys. Now we're gonna listen to the Cali Kage's
Well,
top 3 games he played in 2025 that aren't from 2025.
Oh yeah, it's super easy. What do you call it? So I'm gonna count these 3 games as one because I just love it. But the Sly Cooper trilogy, hey, I'm not gonna lie, they put it all on PlayStation and I played every single one of them, 100% of them. Sly Cooper was one of my favorite things as a kid. It was, for me, Sonic, Ninja Turtles, Sly Cooper. That was the shit right there. And I feel like it still holds up till today because it's just timeless. Their banter.
You're right. You're right.
It's like back then there was a lot of passion and soul put into these games and whatnot, and you could just hear. I even learned that the lines in Sly Cooper were sometimes improvised. Because all the 3 of the people who made it were best friends as well, and it's just what do you call it?
So do you think it's one of those games where I walk in the room and I'll pick it up off the shelf if I was just looking at it?
No, you probably wouldn't. People would be like, "What the hell is this raccoon?" It'd be like that.
I would say
it's like one of those indie games from the game shows where you're just looking at it and you're like,
It don't
No,
give indie games.
no,
No,
look,
like
look.
if it came out today,
Oh yeah, nobody would know.
everybody would just be like,
Yeah, no.
they would definitely just look at it like, oh,
But
it's
when
another
they
indie
slap
game.
that PlayStation
Hey.
Greatest Hits thing on it,
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not bad. I don't think it's bad at all. I think if anybody who was born in the late '90s had a PS2, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
you know. It is a necessity.
Sly Cooper was
But,
the
yeah,
stuff.
like
They should have never gave up on
I
that.
I feel like that's one of those games where if I was coming in today, I knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
You would just look at it like this. But because
Nah.
it has a history behind it, yeah, of course
Yeah,
you're gonna
no,
like it. It's like Dragon Ball. Like if they didn't revamp the look of it, I feel like people would just come in and be like this.
I think it's like part of it is nostalgia, but at the same time, I'm thinking like, no, Sly Cooper was the absolute shit, man. I don't care.
And I
what,
love
what-
Dragon Ball. It's my
What-
favorite anime of all
was it
time.
just me or like the villain fight's so much easier now?
what in Sly Cooper?
Because the gamer,
mean-
because I think gamer language, or at least like the way you use the controller, has just evolved since back then. Like now, it's like the controller is built to sort of work with your hand-eye coordination a lot better than it used to, and things move a lot faster because it's newer system, and you have a lot more control over your character than you used to.
I'd arguably say that no, Sly Cooper 3 was still the hardest one for me. Everybody says that Sly Cooper 2 was the best one. I can agree with that.
I thought it was the first one.
Have you ever played
I
a
thought the
game
first
where it's
one.
like you just click one button? That's Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, the one button is just a freaking freaking not Sparking Zero, but Xenoverse. Really, you could just
Yeah, no. I ain't gonna lie. It's not like if you're good at Xenoverse,
yeah, you can start. Doing
you
some
can
crazy
do
stuff.
some crazy stuff, and none of that spamming
Oh
stuff
no,
is gonna work.
not Xenoverse. Freaking fighters. Like you can do
Yeah.
not spamming stuff, but I mean, all you gotta do is really press.
I feel
square.
like Mortal Kombat's is also like the older ones were kind of annoying with that whole
Oh yeah, no,
No,
my dad whenever
no,
we would
Jax used to.
Oh,
yeah.
I love
No,
freaking
the
Jax,
problem
man.
was you couldn't update the game. So if you accidentally created a broken move, there was no fixing it.
Yeah.
Because back then in the arcade, Cabal, the guy with the mask and the hook, OP character, most OP character. You could basically he would just do his Sonic move. You're stuck for the whole game.
Yeah.
That's the end of the game.
Damn.
That's how bad it was.
Man. What else? I guess so. Yeah, Sly Cooper trilogy 1, 2, and 3. 4 is cool too.
Rank
but
them.
We're not gonna talk about 4.
Rank them.
Okay, if I'm ranking them, fuck, I'm gonna put 4 in it too. 4 is gonna be the last one for me.
I didn't
'cause
dislike it.
I didn't dislike it, but it was by a whole different like company, so the feel was just like different. The graphics were better than all the rest of them, but still. 3 is I'm gonna say number 1. So number 1 will be 3. That for me, that's just I don't know. They added so much to 3 that just I don't know. It makes the game so interactive. You'll never really get bored of it if you're playing it and you get to the crux of it and then just in the middle of it, cool. 2 will be my second one because I mean Sly 2 is the best one, but Sly 3 has a special place in my heart. It was my first Sly game, whatever. What do you call it? And 1, even though it's the first one and it started out the whole thing, the whole gameplay mechanic is like just different. It's more of a Crash Bandicoot style type of game, number 1, versus like 2 and 3 being open hub worlds and doing all the crazy stuff that they do now. But for my second game, what do you call it? I'm gonna say Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, as cliche, you guys already knew it was gonna come up. Grand Theft Auto 5, of course. What do you call it? I mean, it still holds up to today. Obviously, they're still updating the game as we speak.
Yes, sir.
Honestly.
But honestly, I'm not talking about online mode though. Story mode is what
Oh,
I'm
okay.
talking
I was about to say
Because-
if you got my opinion on the online game, y'all gonna be pissed
Yeah,
off.
I don't like online that much.
I got bored.
Yeah,
like I got on. I'm not gonna lie. They have so much new stuff where it's just like you turned you off. I'm just like, eh.
The most thing I do on Grand Theft Auto Online right now is log on and then go to the casino, spin the wheel, see what I get, then I'll leave to story mode. But what do you call it? And you can't go on an online server without somebody having a hover bike and then.
That is
Like
true.
I was like one day they tried to get me to play. And I
I'm
was
the guy with the
I
hover
got
bike.
on. I see these 3 businesses things. I'm like, bro, I don't remember none of this shit.
Oh.
And then they were trying to show me like a mission. I was like, I don't know, man. It just ain't. It's like I used to love like getting on doing the little mini games and stuff. I'm sure you can still do that, but it just doesn't. It doesn't. When they tell me, oh, you got to run a business and all this stuff, it's just like.
Nah, but the story mode for Grand Theft Auto, I feel still holds up to today.
Why am I making money in a video game when I
Definitely.
can make some money in real life?
Like it's deeper, and now that I'm a lot older, you can understand the story a little bit more. And what do you call it?
You used to understand SpongeBob, and now you understand Squidward.
Damn, that's true. That is true.
I will
You want some
say-
peace and quiet.
Trevor used to be my favorite, but now that I replayed it like a year ago, I'm like I relate more to Franklin now in the beginning parts of the game.
Yeah,
the
Franklin-
beginning parts.
Franklin was always my favorite because he was black, but you know, I was just gonna put it like that.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I just thought he was more relatable and he could have the fro and everything. Michael was cool until I realized Michael's kind of a dick. If I think about it now, people would probably say I relate more to Michael, and it's all good because Michael did kind of did some fucked up shit. I ain't gonna lie. But what do you call it? If I were to rank us from who was who,
Well, this is kind of obvious. This is bluntly obvious.
okay, you'd probably be Franklin.
Me?
Well, no, yeah, because you be striving to get better and stuff like that.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie. Those quotes he be hitting me sometimes, but he's like, bro, I feel like I'm supposed to spend more than this. I'm supposed to do more. It be hitting me, bro.
Say the characters, Keontae, and then explain why we would be them.
Okay, I would probably have to say Michael because for me, not because he's like rich or anything, but more like he did what do you call it?
Actually, you're right. I'll send you when you're done. Let me finish your part. I'll tell you why.
Because he did he did abandon his friend for like the.
Wow.
He did abandon his friend for like living a better life and stuff like that. And I don't necessarily.
Wow.
Yes,
you guys can tell in the future he's gonna be the one to break off. He's gonna be like the Beatles.
I mean, what do you call it? Like he chose the better life.
He's the fake. He's the fake people in Big Time Rush. Most of them weren't actual singers in the group.
I see why he did it, but at the same time, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm just like, nah, that was pretty fucked up. He left Trevor all in the dust and.
I ain't gonna leave you, Mikey.
All right, Drake. All right, Drake.
Hey man,
Drake and Josh.
But nah, like catch me locked in with somebody, I probably I probably would have.
So am I, Keontae.
All right, no,
For you?
hold on. I want to do it. Let me do it. I got the perfect one.
All right.
So J. Rose would 100% be Trevor because when Trevor finds Michael again, he's like, "You snake! You betrayed me!" And then if you play the prologue, he's like, "I ain't gonna leave you, Mikey." And then mid game, he's like, we're best friends again. He forgives him for everything, even though he left him to die. He lied to him that his best friend died. He left him in the pen. He held him to sell meth. And he was like, they told a story about, what was it? Was it Patricia? Yeah. Trisha. Her name was Trisha. Mm-hmm. And, he also has best friends that, they had like an accent, and then the other one's like terrified of him. I'm like, he'd be Trevor, 100%. I see that.
So I have a question. Is there a GTA game when they kind of like pull back in old characters?
No.
They kind of did it on this one. You know that, remember in GTA?
The bank heist?
No, not that. No, GTA.
I'm not a super big GTA. I've watched the thing on the growth of it, but I've never actually looked at the storyline of GTA.
They haven't pulled in like a main character, but side characters they do all the time. Like, what do you call
Johnny?
it? Johnny. Yeah. Johnny, you guys. Trevor killed Johnny. Okay, cool. But what do you call it? I just saw it on this GTA video once. Remember when they were interrogating that the
Indian guy?
Yeah. Remember when we saved him from that building and the girl hit him with the flashlight?
Oh yeah, she was in 4.
Yeah, that was Nico Bellic's girlfriend, quote unquote, in 4, and you're just like, what the heck? Wow, that's freaking wild. And then on Grand Theft Auto Online, you can literally be fathered by Nico Bellic and Claude from Grand Theft Auto.
And John Marston.
Yeah, and so. Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. They little tie backs.
They do like Easter eggs basically.
Brucey or freaking the Gay Tony is on what do you call it? GTA Online. Anyways, Grand Theft Auto is timeless to me. I love that game. I mean, I'll replay it. You'll get that sudden urge every now and then to replay.
Don't worry, I understand. Every time a new console comes out and it comes out for that console, I replay it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just for that console.
I guess third one. I mean, I have a fourth honorable mention one because it's my favorite game of all time. But
Stanley Parable.
Guys, I'm never gonna get to mention it. Go ahead.
Oh wait.
I'm never getting to mine. Go ahead, kid.
Shoot. I mean, I think I'm running through mine pretty quickly. I don't know.
All right, go to number 3.
Go ahead.
Number 3.
All right, number 3. Shit. I didn't play this game this year though, but I really love this game. I mean, Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy 15. I'm gonna say
he can't tell me a single thing that happened in the other ones.
I can't. And Final Fantasy 15 has nothing to do with the other ones. So it's okay.
I love Final Fantasy too. Don't get me wrong.
But Final Fantasy 15, I ain't gonna lie, is my favorite game of all time. What do you call it?
I get why he likes it too.
Hey man,
I liked it. I liked it too, but it wouldn't say my favorite one. But
it's like if they were,
it was top 3. It is top 3, probably top 2.
And that's the only game I can say that's legitimately made me shed a tear at the very end of the credits. Like I was so invested in that game. I spent hours on that game playing it over.
Hey
and
man,
over.
I like the little Prompto storyline thing where he grew up. That shit was crazy.
I bought all the freaking DLC. It was just man.
He bought this book that he probably never read.
Oh yeah. I bought yeah, that's true. That is true. No, what happened is my stepdad and freaking brother threw that shit away.
I'm sorry.
And the freaking
yeah, didn't you spend like $40 on that book?
Yeah, it was like $50. But it's whatever though. It's whatever. Freaking, I was like so invested in that game, and I don't know. It's just I'm a sucker. Like even for movies, for those like road trip games, those road trip stories where the brothers like come of age and.
But he won't do it in real life.
Yeah, no. And shoot, maybe.
Maybe. He want to build storylines in games. And he want to build them in real life.
I ain't gonna lie. Like I like those type of stories, though. Like those touching road trips.
When he try and have his back, he's like, "No, guys, I'll do it myself." But he won't do it. He won't do it. He won't do that like the video game.
Freaking man, they just be making me cry, and then you get so invested in the characters, and it's not like the main character is just followed by the 3 groupies and blah 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 blah. No, they actually have their own. Like you can get invested in them too.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like the main character's just like taking over the whole thing.
Yeah,
like he does have his like he has his aura or whatnot, but he definitely. They respect him because he is the prince, obviously. So they have to respect him.
But you feel everybody like nobody is more important than anybody. It's just like man, it's cool. And if I were to imprint, what do you call it, us onto that? Because I be thinking about that all the time. Like when I left California or left Georgia.
You be thinking about us all the time?
Yeah, I do.
But he doesn't. He needs to hang out with us more
in the bathtub.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you, bro.
Of course. If I were to like I remember before I had left to California and we were all hanging out.
Tight.
Yeah, and we were all hanging out like you, me, Prince, Brian, Jeremiah.
No cap.
What do you call it? I'm just thinking. I remember we were all like at my house at the time.
Talking about Dr. Martin?
Yeah, Dr. Martin Luther King.
Don't reference his name without saying doctor.
Yeah,
okay?
Dr. Martin.
My bad, Dr. Martin now.
Luther King.
No, yes, Luther King.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait for it. You gotta wait.
I had a dream. You just put that in the background.
So it's gonna be Dr. Martin.
But no, I remember like all that. It just reminded me of the whole like the whole relationship of the guys in Final Fantasy 15 and how like
we can still do that now.
We could.
We could.
I mean, at the final like scene of Final Fantasy 15, one of them when I don't care. It's an old game now. We can spoil it. But what do you call it?
I'd be amazed
when the dude was when Noctis was about to go and sacrifice his life for like everybody. What do you call it? He had one final cookout with his friends and stuff like that. And
he's an ore farmer.
Hey man, who, Noctis?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he was dying.
He has so much ore. He has so much ore. Prompto didn't even want to come up to him until he stopped being fat.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. I didn't think you'd be my friend, but
he's like, I don't give a fuck.
What do you call it? Freaking, I don't think it's controversial, but I think Noctis is kind of loosely based off of Sasuke. If you just see,
for sure.
But
I mean, I think a lot of characters are loosely based off of Sasuke. But
that final cookout thing where he's talking to his friends and stuff like that, and he's just like, I just gotta tell you guys. You're the best. And then it's just like, oh shit, tear done went down my face. And then they had to go and play the freaking Stand By Me song at the very end. Stand By Me, man.
They got the rights for that?
There was a cover by some other person, but still. And she sung that thing beautifully. She did that. What you call it? If I were to imprint myself or us on the people, I would probably... I mean, since I am typically the driver of the group, I'd probably say Ignis, but I'm not smart like Ignis. So I'm going to have to say, I don't want to say I'm Noctis. I don't aura farm like that, but Noctis was the colder one of everybody. And I don't know. Maybe I could be Prompto. Photography and goofy and shit.
Yeah, groovy.
All right.
I don't know.
Go ahead, just keep going.
I'm all of them, except for Gladio. Okay. I'm not Gladio.
Okay, you never really got to hold it. Who you're going to imprint on us?
All right, so Cloven. My bad.
I guess it's the 3 of us here because obviously the other ones you don't know.
All right. I would say
I couldn't see him being
I think he'd be Gladio.
I can't see him being Noctis.
Yeah.
I definitely can't see that.
I think he'd be Gladio. If anybody.
Well, why?
Not because necessarily he's like strong or anything. No offense. I'm saying I don't know. It's like, which one was actually Noctis' best friend?
Wasn't it?
It wasn't Prompto.
Wait.
No, Prompto. Well, one of them. Ignis was Noctis' best friend. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Ignis was Noctis' best friend. But what do you call it? I don't know. You just seem like the motivational one. Like whenever Noctis is like, you always see Gladio snap the fuck back into this. Like,
He's abusive.
He'd be like, stop acting like a bitch. Like you even hear him in the game when you're running and Noctis is like, oh, I'm fucking tired. Freaking Gladio's like, quit bitching, keep fighting. He'll literally say that line, and it's like, okay, cool. I feel like that could be Cloven. I feel like Justin though. I don't know. You'd probably be Ignis just strictly off the smarts and everything, but like out of like driving and no, you wouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, no. So I don't know. You'd be a combination between you aura farm like Noctis though. He even got the whole stance thing. Like,
That's me.
This how Noctis,
I'd be the prince.
Noctis be standing.
The
like
supreme king.
Okay, I can see him as Noctis. If anybody, he'll be Noctis or a farm.
Wait, what about you?
I'll probably be Prompto. If you can mix Prompto with Ignis,
All right,
I'll probably do that.
Honorable mention. What about Dr. Martin? What would Dr. Martin, Luther King be?
Oh yeah, if he's in this one, I'd also probably say he'd be Gladio. I don't necessarily strictly off of like. I mean, he's the tallest, and then like
I'm the tallest and
probably the strongest. But then like,
but Mr. J. Rose is a pro fighter.
I don't know about that.
Oh shoot,
We can. You know what? Matter of fact,
those are fighting words.
somebody go get Prince. I'll arm wrestle him.
But I wanted to see his honorable mention.
I'll arm wrestle him. I'll arm wrestle everybody in this room.
Maybe after the video, we just put something like all of us arm wrestling.
Sure.
I'll win.
What is the honorable mention?
Honorable.
We can arm wrestle right now.
To be fair, no.
There's no honorable mention. Don't say it.
No, there is. To be fair,
Don't be giving you steroids.
Final Fantasy 15 would have been my honorable mention because I didn't play that this year. However, Minecraft. I'm gonna say that Minecraft.
Please. I just want to get to mine.
Okay, fine. We'll go honorable mentions after.
Thank you.
I mean,
Jesus.
I think it's only you who has an honorable mention.
Oh shoot.
But yes, Minecraft.
All right.
Right, well, we'll come back to that.
So, number 1, Black Myth Wukong. Now, that game did come out last year, but oh my god, was that a great game?
Hey.
It had the Elden Ring, it had the God of War, it had everything you need from a AAA game, but it was Japanese or Chinese, my bad. But that game had a lot. Although it was very cryptic at times because you have to understand like Journey to the West to kind of get a lot of the crypticism of that game. The game is about reincarnation, sort of. So the idea is Wukong comes in, well, not Wukong like New Wukong, but like a sort of shell of the former Wukong comes in, and his whole thing is building into the god Wukong because he wants to get rid of his crown that squeezes on his head that kind of restricts his god level power and magic ability. So in the bad storyline, he kind of accepts his fate that he is too strong, that he's kind of a crash out. So he accepts his fate and leaves the crown on, right? But if you get the good storyline, you fight like the Guardians, you get out of it, you get rid of your crown, and then I guess they're having a sort of second game or a DLC later on where you keep going on with the game. But it's a Souls-like game, so it's like Elden Ring, which is also another game. But it has like a storyline with Elden Ring where you have the bosses, you have the secret bosses. It's damn near 50. His whole transformations thing. I think it's 77 transformations.
Wait, this is a part of the Souls game?
It is a Souls-like game.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
So it's like you dodge, you swing, you dodge, you swing. Use your magic. You try not to waste all your stamina because you have a limited amount. You have a limited stamina. You have a limited amount of magic.
Yeah.
You have a limited amount of drinkables, and your whole thing is to not use all of them before you die. I'd argue the last boss. So the farthest boss in that game is the fire one. I forgot what her name is. Like Yao. It's some Japanese. It's some like Chinese
yokai
names. Yeah, he is a yokai, but he/she because basically they trick you. So you think it's a girl that's the daughter of like one of the bigger gods that you're coming to for for a secret that you need to understand to get through the game. But the whole idea is that you're fighting these 5 bosses that have taken over since Wukong has been gone, because Wukong's whole thing was he's a god slayer, pretty much, just like Kratos in a way, where he comes in and beats the gods up because they disrespected him, and he's like the god of monkeys in a way. And you're a reincarnation, so your whole thing is that you don't know, you do know sort of what's going on, but you gotta kind of come into yourself. It's like a coming of age story in a sort of different way. But he's the hardest boss because he literally swings across the entire map, and you have to dodge perfectly, because if you do not dodge perfectly, if your TV is on a delay, if you got that input lag on your TV and it moves like 7 seconds after you move your controller, you are screwed.
Wait, so I've seen things about him taking a strand of hair out,
yes,
and doing that. Can he do that in the game?
Yes.
And make clones of himself?
Yes.
What the heck?
They have made one shot character builds based on that.
So you can take a hair out your body and make another clone, and he follows you in the game?
You can make up to 9, I think.
And they follow you in the game?
Yes.
What
for maybe like 30 seconds.
Oh, dang, but still, that's cool.
But I used to think it was cool, like you do the whole time too, but no. So with that ability, right, they kind of, you can get like, so you have upgrades. It's like a skill tree. So you eventually get an upgrade where they all follow the same move you do. So you can do like a thing where you make like a maxed out character where you crit really hard and you one shot the boss, and they have like one shot builds where it's like doom, and you can get your stick and just slam it on somebody and they die. I seen like the character builds, but yeah, back to the boss thing. So he swings across the entire map. If you don't dodge, you die. You have limited resources. You have to beat the first boss and the second boss all in one playthrough. At least the first time. They don't. So when I first played the boss, I didn't know that you come back to the last half to save. It's kind of interesting to think about, because when I played, I had to go through the whole thing at once, because I was thinking if I die, I have to restart the whole game thing, like both parts in one. But no, you don't. You can die and then you go back to the second part. When I did die finally and went back to the second part, it took me damn near 100 tries to get past that boss, man. I ain't gonna lie. That boss was hard as hell. I'd argue it's harder than God of War on God of War. Look, man, that game is a hard ass game. But I'd argue it's harder than Elden Ring. But that's up for a different conversation, because there's a whole game where you go up a tower, and the hard part isn't the characters you're fighting; it's the fact that you are surviving till you get to the top, because your health gets limited by, I guess, the atmosphere of the room or something, and you have to get up this whole tower to get out of hell, pretty much their version of hell, and it's like a prison. So they imprison him after they realize he's some Wukong, or like a sort of version of some Wukong. So yeah, I'm gonna say that's one game. The second game, so I'm gonna go through 4 games, but I'm gonna go through them pretty quick because we don't want it to be too long. But so I played Life is Strange Double Exposure this year. And that game was the first 3 chapters. This year? It came out last year.
The new one?
Yeah.
That was last
October.
year?
Came out October.
Hold up.
Came out in October.
He would know. His birthday's in October.
Yeah, I would know. I bought that game for my birthday.
Oh.
And it literally came out October 24th. No, I bought it. But it came out October 24th. I remember because it came out the day after my birthday. But so the first 3 chapters are good. The whole idea is so as everybody, I guess, loves the first game. My personal favorite is the second game, but that's a controversial opinion because I kind of recognize the character a little bit more. But the whole idea is Max comes back from the first game. She's a time traveler. Her whole thing is stopping time, but her powers evolve basically to where she goes to 2 parallel universes. There is an Easter egg in the game where if you lose, I think there's like a detective that's coming after you. If you lose, she actually uses the rewind power to fix it, so you can never truly get messed up in the game. Some people have controversial opinions on that part, but the controversial part of the story is it does the whole Marvel thing, like with Mortal Kombat 1, where basically not the multiverse part, but the multiverse part, where it brings in all the heroes, and it's like the character will return, and that's what pisses people off, is that they don't want it to turn into a Marvel superheroes thing, because the whole thing is supposed to be down to earth. You get new characters each time. So people want the original two to come back, the Max and Chloe to come back of the game, where they continue the storyline. I think they should finish it, leave it how it is, let it die, because people can't make up their opinion. When they do bring them back, they still complain because they're not as good as the original game, and obviously it's not going to be as good as the original game because it's the original, right? That's why I like the second one. The second one, they turned the game on its head. They instead of staying in a school the whole time, you literally move across the entire country as two brothers. They kind of play themselves as a wolf, and one is the big wolf, one is the small wolf, and they're kind of playing on it's not literal wolves, but they have wolf imagery in the game. The main character of the game is not the one with the superpower. And this all leads up to Double Exposure because all the characters are connected. You don't see those characters in Double Exposure, but the way it looks is like they're going to try and bring the old characters back into the new game that's coming out after Double Exposure. Double Exposure's whole problem is the first two chapters are really good with the story. They really bring out the old Max. They got back a lot of the people that they got in the first game, even though a lot of them moved on because the studio's having a lot of issues right now. It's just like Telltale games. They're all breaking apart. They have a lot of issues. Apparently there was some they had some of that old German guy in the game before the game came out, and it was a big controversy because they couldn't figure out who did it. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Like Easter egg or in your face?
It was in your face. They brought back they brought some symbolism from that old German guy from World War II.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think the game was that bad, honestly. I think the last two chapters kind of went out of whack because the whole thing is they got rid of Chloe. Well, at least if you did get rid of Chloe in the first game, the game plays off of that. If you didn't get rid of Chloe in the first game, the game plays off of that. Now, even if you did get rid of Chloe, they still break up. So people are pissed off about that because you don't see her the entire game. She's texting her on her phone, like in social media, or she watches her social media posts, and you sort of at the end of the game, you get like this very good imagery of like how the whole thing went, where they were moving around a bunch, and Max sort of forgets her place in the world because her whole thing is she lost everybody in the storm, and
like Fortnite.
Yeah, literally. The storm is like a sort of like symbolism for chaos theory, where basically if you change the past, something's gonna come to fix it in some way. So in order to have Chloe stay alive, she has to get rid of the town, or they call it Bay or Bay ending. It's kind of weird, where basically you choose the Bay, like literally the water Bay, or you choose the Bay like your girlfriend, and there's no issue with that, but at the end, her best friend Sophie of the new game goes off crazy and says like we can be gods and we don't have to listen to people, and it's weird because her whole thing is she's supposed to be Max's best friend, but it feels like she doesn't even know the girl. It's weird. Like you kind of like you feel like you don't know the person. Like if me and Keontae, I guess men are different. Men can just nod each other in the head and be best friends the next day, but girls sort of have to have like a deeper connection to sort of be friends. At least as we see in media. So it's kind of weird for her to like not really know her friend, but also know her friend at the same time.
They could be friends and then be enemies at the same time.
Yeah, but they just turn out to be enemies. Like you can choose to be her. You can choose to kind of go with her whole God approach, where it's like we're gods and we can do anything and so on and so forth. And then like you figure out there's another person with the power in the game, but it's at the end. And their whole thing is going to find other people with superpowers because Max in this new game is the director. Not director, my bad. She's she's like a teacher in the school, sort of like she was a student in the first game, and it's a college or high school. I forgot. I think it's a college, but
life is strange.
Yeah, life is
2.
very strange. It's just like the fourth game.
4.
Fifth, yeah. They have a prequel, but I don't. It doesn't matter. And then and yeah, it goes off of whack in the last game. I'd say this game was sort of a dud in the ending. I feel like the ending is the game sort of like dud out the whole rest of the game because it kind of just dampens the whole story. And let's talk about the last two. I'm going to run past these real quick. So, Warframe. Warframe is a game I played for damn near 6 years straight. I stopped playing it for a little bit because their issue is the story goes off and on because they have so much time in between updates.
I said free to play.
It is free to play. It is updated. It is currently a game that has come out for a long time. They have upgraded the graphics, ray tracing, all that.
Bro, I had no faith in Warframe when I first played it, so I stopped. I always thought, like, you know how that feeling that you get from playing free-to-play games? Remember DC Hero Online? What do you call it? You're just like...
We can't go on for too long.
I know, I'm just saying,
was the issue is the updates took forever, so you stopped caring?
No, I didn't stop caring. It's just like... You get on. It's like the Fortnite thing, but it's a lot deeper than Fortnite because actually it actually still has a storyline. It has a very strong storyline. But the game is like, huh?
When did it start getting good?
So the good update is called the first good update I'd say in the game is the sacrifice. It's basically the idea is like you have like this guy who was turned into a Warframe, and he comes after you because he wants revenge.
But what is a Warframe?
A Warframe is basically the basic idea is they have like a necrotic thing where it's like fungus and stuff like that, but they use the fungus to make a suit, and it's like technological magic type of thing. It's like a technologically magical suit. Your abilities are it's like a transference where basically you put your body in the suit. So that's the quick explanation for the game. Your whole thing is to get rid of the gods. You're technically a god, space ninja.
So you're
slayer.
dead?
Yeah. No, you're not dead. You're just in a dead suit, technically. Who is technically a dead version of a human that was also a dead version of like a some kind of necrosis thing, like a clicker from Last of Us.
So you're an alive person in a dead skin.
Yes.
So you're the mimic.
No.
William Afton.
Afton.
And then the next thing is the war within, where basically they have a war with the gods, and that's pretty much where we are right now. They take what the Tennos have called their mother. The Tennos are the main characters of the game, where they're basically from a spaceship. They're space children that get space powers from the void, and that's where we're at now. We're still trying to figure out the sort of cracks in that war. It's kind of like Civil War from Marvel, pretty much. That's the thing right now. And the last game I have to mention right now is Smite Battle of the Ground of the Gods.
Ooh.
That's a game made in Atlanta.
Free to play?
It is free to play.
Yeah.
It is constantly updated. It is a MOBA. So it is like League of Legends, but third person. Like, so you're right behind the character. You pretty much have a sort of close view of the character, and you have skins. You have you get on and play the skins. I played that game for also 6 years straight. Literally right after I got off Warfare, I played that game. It was just keep playing. The issue with that is they came out with Smite 2. Smite 2 kind of did it Smite 1 because Smite 1 doesn't have any competitive anymore because they're playing Smite 2 and Smite 2 hasn't got any updated characters because there's damn near 90 plus characters and all the skins have gotten reset. So you have lost all your skins from the first game. And people are pissed because of that, but they felt as though
do
they
you
needed
buy
an
the
engine.
skins?
Yes.
So what happens to all my money?
Well, they don't owe you it. It's like Black Ops. It's like Call of Duty. They don't owe you the last game's skins. Though they allow you to have them, though they allow you to have them in the next one, they don't technically owe you that.
So you can use it in the first one still, just not the second one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because the first one is still getting updated. The first one is still taken care of because they don't want you to lose interest in the game. But they want it to be on the new engine for like the Epic Games made. What's it called? Unreal Engine 5. They wanted to put on Unreal Engine 5 because the system was Unreal Engine 3, so they wanted to update the game. What I think would be the most updatable game at the moment would be, what I think would hold up the most. I'd say, damn.
The way you were talking about Life is Strange, I think. Yeah.
Nah. The issue with that game is the ending. The most updated game. I had to rush to the games because I don't want this thing to be too long. I'd say, damn. It's between Wukong and Warframe for me. Warframe, I was literally going to go to TennoCon. I was going to go to the big con up in Canada. At one point, I really wanted to go. I was going to go with some people I met on over online. But they were cool people. So we had a whole clan and everything. I'd say Warframe.
A clan. So it's one of those things.
Warframe. I feel like Warframe holds up the most today. They have real. That game is about aura farming. That's pretty much what you get on. Get on a lot of people aura farming that game.
What type of clan was it?
Yeah, what kind of clan is it? What's the name of the clan?
The Cool Kids Club. They all start with K's.
So the Cool Kids Clan.
No. It was. Damn, I forgot the name. It's been so long since I've been like active in that clan. We used to have a whole like. we used to have a whole like actual hierarchy. You could literally go up by doing missions they had in the game.
So what was like the you know how clans typically have like the abbreviations?
Yeah, what's the abbreviation for your
top?
group?
Like
Yeah, like in GTA 5.
Yeah.
It's not that deep, y'all. I forgot
So what
the
was
name.
the abbreviation?
Yeah, what's the
for clan?
abbreviation,
Since
please?
It was like the Cool Kids Clan.
And say it letter per letter.
With like 3. They start
Guys, it's a joke. I mean, you're not gonna go that far.
No,
All right.
but
What's the name?
Yeah, just what's the name of it? Like, I'm curious. For people who don't really know, because clans are like a thing that people do.
So think of like the letter J, but like 3 of the letter after it.
No, but like, what's the letter after J?
Yeah, what's the letter?
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, so
Okay.
like, if it was 3 of those,
You can kind of get it. Just you want to say it for the people outside?
No, it's like-
I'm having an issue. I
'cause
have
the
a-
cool
I have a-
kids-
Hold on.
I have a list.
When is your annual clan meetings? Please educate us.
would you say you're the clan master?
I'd say there is a very good chance that there is a grand wizard in that clan.
So are there? Hold on, let me understand this straight. So you guys were going to have a clan meeting in Canada. Is that what you're saying?
No, you could play as the Tenno, right? The Tenno are like wizards.
Hey, y'all could bring some tea. It could be a little bit
Once
of a
they-
tea party, if you would say.
no
Jeff, just say your mind.
no taxation without representation.
Okay,
But
I understand.
back to the story at hand. So I'd say Warframe is my favorite out
Out
of
of
all
all three?
replayability.
Okay.
Now,
the Cool Kids Clan.
would you say
Cool
those old
Kids
games
Clan.
are better than the new ones?
No.
Yes.
Oh, yes. My bad.
100%, yes.
Absolutely. You feel the
And why?
You hear you feel the heart and soul in the old games. Like, so these games, you could tell they're rushed out. Like even Call of Duty. I don't play Call of Duty, but you can also see
Damn, I could have
that.
said Ark: The Survival Evolved. Damn, that was a good ass game. But go ahead.
Well, I mean, like even with Call of Duty, you like see they're all starting to do the whole it's the same game every single year type of thing. Versus like things
Yep,
like
industry.
Final Fantasy 15. Like you could tell there was
I
actual.
feel like that's biased though, because story games are story games, right? So I feel
Yeah,
that's a little
but-
biased.
I mean, I guess, but I'm just saying, like nowadays, games are gonna be like that, though. I mean,
So-
even Split Fiction.
So would you?
ain't as good
What
as-
would you say on the multiplayer? Because single player versus multiplayer is kind of like a very deep.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard. So if you're saying a multiplayer game that held up over the old multiplayer.
like an MMO type of multiplayer
Yeah.
game, or like Split Fiction type of multiplayer game?
Yes, we're talking about online.
All right, games that will hold up. I mean, Fortnite really did good.
Okay,
In the beginning,
that's your one.
Yeah,
All
that's my
right,
one.
Kevin.
That's
Which one? Wait,
Multiplayer
what?
game that holds up over the new ones.
What game holds up?
What old multiplayer game holds up over the
Oh,
new ones?
multiplayer. Black Ops 2. 100%. Black Ops 2.
Does it still have
You
an
can-
online base that's legitimate?
On PC.
Okay. Do you play it?
I don't want to get hacked.
Okay, fair enough. I'd say, whew, that's a little hard. Yeah, no, actually, no. They. Although I love Assassin's Creed, my bad. Although I love the new games, sort of, I think the old games definitely are better than the new ones.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
I will say, though, the new ones have their occasional W. I'm not going to say they don't. They have their
Occasional.
dub.
I ain't gonna lie. Black Ops 6 is kind of boring.
I just
Yeah.
haven't gotten excited about a game like I did in the past. I don't know if it's because I'm old.
Apex was good, but Fortnite, my account got banned. So
I hate it when they did that to me, man. That's so sad, man. Man, that's so sad. It has all those skins. I come back and I'm at level 1 again. It's like,
yeah,
wow.
so yeah, I definitely say the old games hold up. I would say if I was to recommend you a game to play this year, if you haven't played them, I would say Black Myth Wukong. And if it was a newer game, I would say play. Not Doom. My bad. I would say I'd say over the other ones. Secret of America or Doom.
I would not recommend that.
If you're willing to watch those videos on the lore, I'd say Five Nights at Freddy's. If you're not willing to, I'd say Doom, because it's just to come in and you can shoot demons and keep it pushing.
I'm gonna keep on writing Final Fantasy 15 for the old games. I'm telling you, give it a chance. It starts off slow because I hated it at first. It was just one of those games that I picked up randomly one day. It was just like, I want this bomb. Sure. Okay, cool. But then I started getting invested. I never played that game until 2 years afterwards. I got it. But at the same time, it was good. Final Fantasy 15, play it. New game. What do you call it?
Oh, you already said Fortnite.
I mean, I didn't necessarily say that's just a game that holds up, right?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
my bad. Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily I don't know about much new games, so I'm just gonna have to say Split Fiction was not by default was. I mean, I haven't finished it yet, but it's up there.
Old game, I definitely recommend any game from the Batman Arkhamverse. Any of the four. But if you want the most like high def, Arkham Knight.
New game.
Definitely going with. Do I want to say that? You know, screw it.
See, that's the issue. You're kind
Yeah,
of locked into the games you said, so it's like
No, not even the ones I said. I mean, I've seen the ones that came out. None of them heavily catch my attention. But confidently, I'm a horror person, so I definitely say Silent Hill 2.
Oh my god. Favorite game as well.
Yes, I didn't know we were doing favorite games.
No,
Yeah,
this is good. It's an easy, free to play game. It's basically where you press that like and subscribe button.
Let's go!
yes, sir.
Once you do that,
It's like
the
tap revolution.
the goal of the game is to get that red subscribe button as a gray subscribe button, and that very clear thumbs up into a blue. Once you do that, you win. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's my favorite game of them all. They're released in 2025, and cool.
Let's go.
It's ever growing.